Yes, right now. Don't even talk to me.
Bro, I meant to change the stream title, and then I didn't. Silly me. By the way, new emotes. There we go. There we go. The title has changed. That should update now. We have a new title. We have a new title. The new title is there. It's only slightly different because, my god, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this stream. Hello, you doing? My name's Elias J. Dodger. How you doing, Governor? I'm big today. I don't know why. I woke up and I was like, I chose violence today. I wish to be big Elias. I am Elias if Elias was in Attack on Titan. Like, we need like a hand model so I can have like little hands at the bottom of the screen that are like peeking over the wall, just like Caesar. I don't know the lyrics. I know like Reluctant Hero and that's about it, and I guess like Sasageo, Sasageo. Hello, how you doing, Takahiro, by the way? New title hype, hell yeah. Yes, because all the emotes got actually approved this time. Because we had like one approved and the other two took a while. So the first emote that I did show off yesterday is, these are drawn by Trill. They're so cute. They're so cute. You can see them on Blue Sky as well. You got these ones. Is the emote wall working? Is that gonna show up? Apparently not. Okay then. Yeah, and then the second one was, again, there's, then we have this, we have raid, we got a raid emote, so now when we raid people we can abuse them with emotes. And lastly, we have like little glow stick ones. I don't know why the emote wall isn't working though. Oh, so anyway, yeah, because basically I realized I didn't really have a lot of space for just static emotes. So at least 2 of them I was like, okay, let's like just give these some animation. It was the only way Twitch would accept them otherwise. I don't think those showed up. Oh, that's why the emote wall was moved. Who moved that? Totally not me. Not me. I didn't move that. Someone moved those. I don't know who, and I need to kill them. It was the ghost. It was the ghost. It was the evil wizard. Which, by the way, I kind of want to talk about that, right? So, me and Fella, totally not lies. Yeah, no, not lies. Hey, Seribot as well. What the hell? That's working now. That's working now. Yeah, beautiful emotes. Thank you, Trill. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so, I made a post on Blue Sky this morning, I think it was? Where was it? Yeah, also today, don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I might watch YouTube at a point. I need to figure out that ad warn thingy. Yeah, it's Seribot like has it inbuilt somewhere. I can't remember how I did it, but there is like a little thing for that. Yeah, so this one post I made about Fella was a real sentence I said to Fella this weekend. I think we need to have a serious conversation about our relationship. You are not transparent with me about the evil wizard. So like, okay, it makes sense to absolutely fucking nobody, right? But basically, dude, you had me the first half looking like, I know, right? I was reading that and I was like, I wouldn't air that shit publicly. If it was serious, I would not be airing it publicly. But like, okay, for like the best sort of context that I could do here, we just have this thing, right? Fella really likes asking me hypothetical questions, and the best way I can describe them, I think like Psychic Pebbles does a lot of these like hypothetical questions. You know, like in Smiling Friends, where Charlie's like, oh yeah, what was it? Was it the Spanish are coming to town or something? And there's just like an entire conversation regarding that, and it's like, what do you mean the Spanish are coming to town? It's like, what would you do if they're coming to town? It's like, what? You know, things like that, right? He loves that shit. So he'll just start making up a random hypothetical. And the thing is, I go along because they're really funny. And they often involve an evil wizard setting a curse on, like, one of us. So he was like, okay, Elias, there's an evil wizard that's shown up in your bedroom. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, the evil wizard has put a curse on you so that on your 100,000, unlike your, like, 100,000 kiss or so with Fella, he I think I vaguely remember it, right? I think it was like he'll puke up green, like on your face. He'll puke up like green phlegm. I think we just described it as closest to phlegm. And something inside him will change irreparably. And I'm like, am I allowed to know what that is? And I think he was like, no, you're not allowed to know what that is. And it's like, okay, can I know like the specific time frame? Like, you know, what kiss are we on? What kiss are we on? Do I need to like stop those or whatever? And then the evil wizard is like, I don't know, I didn't count, you should have been counting. And I'm like, I don't count those. And he's like, oh, well, your fault then. So I'm like, okay, I guess I could, my response is like, okay, I guess we might need to like discuss how we're doing this or whatever. Like, do we have to go our relationship without kissing each other? Is that how it works? And in the hypothetical scenario, I go to Fella, and I'm like, hi, Fella. So, an evil wizard approached me, and he said, on our, like, 100,000 kiss or so, you, like, puke up green, and something, like, changes about you. And I think it was, like, something changes about you, and you hate me. That was, like, the specifics. And then Fella hypothetical was like, oh, an evil wizard also approached me. And I'm like, huh? And he said, yeah, he said the same thing, but about you. And it was something like, you become like a donkey? I think it was a donkey. And I'm like, you didn't tell me? Like, when was this? And he's like, a while ago. And I'm like, you didn't tell me? He's like, nah, I thought it was funny. I was like, have you been keeping count? And he was like, no. So that's where I responded in the hypothetical. Fella, I think we need to have a serious conversation about our relationship. You weren't transparent with me about the evil wizard. I value transparency, especially when it comes to evil wizards. And their arcane arts, you never know. You never know. Like, a relationship has to be built on trust and respect. And being able to communicate about the evil wizard that puts a curse on you and makes your foot 1 inch shorter than the other. I don't know why, he's just like that, he does it all the time. We'll be up at like fucking dead of night, pissing ourselves laughing, because he'll just come up with a hypothetical, and I just bounce off it. I'm just like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. I guess we're just going on these, like, they're very long hypotheticals. They're still really funny the entire time, but they're just very long hypotheticals. I mean, God, what else is on my mind today? I don't know, I think today's been a bit of a... Okay, actually, no. There has been something on my mind, right? So I did make a post today regarding kind of an epiphany I had today. It's still, like, very early to tell, and I don't want to be like, oh, I've had, like, a creative epiphany, I'm a genius! Nah, like, it's early to tell, but I think it was just something I realized I wasn't really doing, and I should do more. So, okay, the story is, right, okay, let me move Elias in a little bit more. Elias is quite off-center, and it's driving me a little bit weird. Unlocked. There we go. There I am. In all my 4K glory. I'm so cute. I don't know why I'm so close today. I don't know why. I'm big. I can eat. I can go nom 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 nom. Big Elias. Massive Elias. Elias with the chonk. Yeah, okay, so the story, right? I have been listening to a lot of the music that was at the Grammys, right? I don't know why. 2024 was the year of Elias being like, I'm into pop music now. I'm over my I'm not like other girls era. I'm like, pop music is fun. Like, I don't know where it started. I think it was Kendrick. Like, getting on the Kendrick train with the whole, like, Drake beef, and then being like, holy shit, Kendrick's good, you know? I think that's kind of where it started. And then I listened to Chappelle, and I was like, holy shit, she's having fun. So, like, gradually over time, I've been listening to more of the artists that have sort of been showing up at, like, the Grammy season, you know, like the newer pop artists and stuff. So, a bit of Sabrina, like Charlie XCX Brat and stuff. Some of them are more established, some of them are new, you know, just a bunch of stuff. Dude, listen, I can't stop listening to that shit, you have no idea. What, like the Kendrick or just like pop music in general? Because holy shit, the Kendrick stuff, man. GNX might be like one of my favourite albums from last year. Like, I don't listen to all of the songs on it. Like, I'd say like near towards like, I guess after Reincarnated and like TV Off, I don't really listen to like the last few songs on the album. But like a lot of the songs on GNX I listen to all the time. Kendrick, oh yeah. But yeah, recently I'm on that 2000s pop vibe too. I've been listening to shit like Low and Promiscuous. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think because I think I posted about this. I think I said that one of my issues with being like I guess okay, I listen to like the J scene, like, you know, Japanese pop, Japanese rock, anime music, Vocaloid. I listen to that shit all the time. Like, admittedly now as well with like things like Pro Secca and stuff, I'm not like in a drought for content. There's always shit coming out, you know, like, especially these days, you know, I went through the period when like anime was only available on like YouTube at like 240p. I was there. So like, you know, the anime stuff, there's not a drought on that. I could listen to that shit all the time. But when it came to English music, because I was in that whole like, I'm not like other girls sort of vibe of my life, I'd be listening to shit like, I guess, okay, indie folk music, some indie music, rock, heavy metal, like nu metal. Generally I'm kind of like a nu metal bitch. A little bit of drone. That was a recent one. I've started like kind of liking drone music. Like drone, industrial, noise, those sort of things. Because I've mentioned Ethel Cain, like her new album. I've done a bit of Swans. I've done a bit of... Oh, what's their name? What's their name? What is their name? They're called like one of the loudest metal bands around. I know they did the song Elizabeth Bathory. Sun. Couldn't remember the name. It's Sun. But it's like Sun, and then it has like an O, and then like brackets, right? Sun with two N's. Sun. Yeah. Yeah, I just like miss that vibe. Yeah, I agree. I still listen to Asterisk from Bleach's first opening. Thank you from Homemade Kazoku, you know, old 2000s. Yeah, I agree, yeah. Okay. It depends on the artist. I think, like, certain old Vocaloid songs I can still listen to, but generally, I think, like, with Vocaloid, there's a lot more of, like, new Vocaloid songs being produced and stuff. But then, granted, like, I guess with like Deiko, for example, like Deiko Nina, I tend to listen to his later stuff than some of his earlier stuff. It depends. Like, you know how he does the Reloaded series? He recently did Crime and Punishment, and I was super fucking hyped for that. And then I listened to it and I'm like, I preferred the original, actually. I'll probably listen to it again because no doubt, the entire reason that they've made a Reloaded probably means that it's going to be used in a Milgram cover. So it probably means Crime and Punishment Reloaded is going to be a Milgram cover. I'll listen to it, sure. But I think the meaning of the song in the original version, I just preferred it. Yeah. But some of his new stuff's good. I liked Monitoring. Rookie's fun as well. Rookie's quite a fun one. Like, I'm never super disappointed by Deiko, really. Yeah, for sure, there's a lot of new stuff that I'm not grabbed on. Crime and Punishment by Ado, yes! And it got me to listen to Ringo Shina, the original artist. Oh, what a good song, Oh, I love it. And it fit her so well. She's so good. I love her cover of Unravel as well. I think that's a really good cover. I want to sing like that. I know, she's so good. We all want to sing like Ado. Oh god, maybe one day I should do like an Ado like karaoke. That could be really fun. I would be shit, but like I can do like Usewa pretty well. Probably wait, could I do the One Piece ones alright? I don't know. Like Shinji wa kono mirai to sky Zambu. I don't know if I would be like super good at those. Cause like, okay. The first one, like the first two have some pretty high notes. Gakko has very like growl Top Music is fucking crazy. Probably my favorite. Like, when I heard it was like Hiroyuki Sawano, Ado, One Piece, I'm like, that's gonna be the pop-off. I know I can sing My Way super well. Which one's that one again? My Way Ado. My Way Ado. Trying to remember, because if it's like... Oh, I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Oh, it's not Ado. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, I don't know something called My Way by Ado. Pardon me. I'm going to have a little shippy of water. Right. Man, I really should just put my model back to move to default when I'm. Oh, this is. Oh, right. I did it my way. That's it. That's the one. Yeah, that's a good song. Classic funeral song. I love it. Love dying, and my death soundtrack is Frank Sinatra himself. I once again at a karaoke bar in Yona filming. Nice. I'm so fucking nervous. Oh, okay, actually, there's a recording of me singing. Okay, because like I did this like one. You know when a previous stream I mentioned like going to like a care home for people with dementia and running like a charity event for them. With that same like I guess like charity group type thing. It was like a school thing, or you know, it ran through schools and stuff. And so there was like a few things leading up to that. There is a recording of me singing Burn from Hamilton at one of these. And like, admittedly, it's not terrible, but there is one point where I'm clearly too early for a note, and yeah. It's a little embarrassing. I was in my fucking Hamilton era, you know. Listen, we all make mistakes, it's fine. But like, I thought I could be her. I was not her. I mean, maybe one day I'll consider doing like a musical sing-along, like a musical karaoke thing. I still kind of have the theatre kid in me. She's still kind of there. I don't listen to musicals as much as I used to. I think if there's ones that I listen to still, I know I listen to Michael in the Bathroom from Be More Chill. I like that one. Like, Michael in the bathroom at a party. I like that one. That's a really nice one. What else? I listen to... I used to listen to Les Mis quite a lot. It was only around like New Year's or so that I sort of re-listened to On My Own. That one's such a cute one. Like, on my own, pretending he's beside me. I'm gonna be really fucking cringe here and say that song kind of made me ask out fella. It was that and a Honeyworks song. Like, I was listening to them and hyping myself up before I asked him out. So I have very fond memories of those two songs. I can't remember the name of the Honeyworks song. Dude, that reminds me of two songs I love. On My Own and Glassy Sky. Glassy Sky! Glassy Sky is so fucking good. Glassy sky above. As long as I'm alive, you will be part of me. I love it. That's such a good song. Okay, admittedly, Tokyo Ghoul's been one of those things that I've really wanted to like properly get into, because okay, I watched Tokyo Ghoul and then I watched Route A and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Dude, if there was ever a song that made me depressed fucking instantly, it's that. That's total vibe, yeah. It's a saddie. It's a baddie, it's a saddie. Yeah, so, yeah, I watched Route A, and then I'm like, what the fuck, that wasn't supposed to happen, and then I'm watching the fucking train wreck that is Route A, and like, yeah, it has its good moments, especially when it, like, gets on back with the, like, the manga and stuff, but at that point it's a bit too late, and it's a little bit like, why? And, I never really got into Tokyo Ghoul Re. I listened to some of the music from it, but not a lot. I think like Asphyxia by Koshuni. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. Dude, I love Tokyo Ghoul, so like it feels like they fumbled it so fucking much. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? I have a friend who recently said that he read the manga and he, like, highly recommended it. He was like, yeah, this is a good manga. So I'm like, oh, maybe. Because I really like Sui Ishida's art, especially, like, later into the manga. Ooh! Oh, hello there! Hello! Hello, Sainujumu! Thank you for the raid! Thank you. Why is there 2 of those? We don't need 2 of those. What the hell? That's crazy. That's crazy. What the fuck? Thank you. If you don't know me, hello, how you doing? My name's Elias J. Dodger. How you doing, Governor? I'm a variety streamer. I play fighting games. I do a lot of different things. How do you like? Also, the bass boosted audio. Is my audio fucked? Oh wait, the raid announcement is, yeah. I got scared for a moment now. I was like, wait, what? Is my audio fucked? It's like, no, it's just the raid announcement. I love it. Yeah, it is a really loud raid. If you need to raid and run, totally fine, totally chill. Well, I'm just yapping. I'm just talking shit. We're just talking about songs right now. Which was going to lead into a bigger point about, like, an epiphany I sort of had today. And then I got distracted. I always get distracted. My ass goes 100 miles an hour and it gets fucking distracted. I'm good with the yaps, to be honest. I like yaps. I fucking love yaps. I can yap for ages. And this is the thing, right? I feel like my throat likes to close up on me when I'm yapping, because I never do. Like, I'm such a quiet person. You would struggle to believe it. I'm such a quiet person, and then on streams, I am like professing my love to Luke Sullivan of Street Fighter 6, and then going into a 50-minute long tangent about like fucking anything. Same, yeah. I love it. Especially since like when you stream, it's like, oh god, you know, you could be doing a stream any day, and then on any given day, someone could be meeting you for the first fucking time. And then, like, you have your entire fucking life to tell a new person, possibly every stream or so. What a brilliant fucking concept that is. Luke from Streets. Ah! My beloved little boy. My lovely, beloved boy. He's so cute. I love my little guy. I love him so much. He's my baby boy. We did really good with Streets yesterday. I was genuinely impressed at like how well we were doing. And then Dalsum fucked me up. Fucking Dalsum. Oh, that is my Achilles heel. My Achilles heel is Dalsum. And like, I guess Manon, but I did win like a set against Manon, so I'm kind of happy with that as well. But Dalsum, like, sim zoning can get a lot of people, to be honest. Yeah, and we saw our first turtle yesterday. Like a Marisa turtle. Because, like, I'd heard about turtling, I'd never actually seen a turtle. And then she was turtling, I'm like, I fucking hate that. What a boring way to play the game. It is just, I'm going to sit here and eventually you'll do something, and I will react to the thing that you do. But I'm not doing anything. What a boring fucking playstyle. That's what you throw them. But this is the thing, they were going for the lows. I was trying to get close, and they were going for the lows. It was fucking... What a boring playstyle. I hate that. Like, sure, I know Luke can, like, zone out with projectiles and stuff, but, like, I like to think that I do other shit with Luke, so I'm not just, like, being, like, all boring and just being like, just gonna projectile and just hope you don't get close, you know? It's like, I'm like, no, I kind of want to get in your face. Kind of want to punch you. But, yeah. But yeah, okay, we were on the topic of music. Brief departure onto Tokyo Ghoul, because Tokyo Ghoul got mentioned, and I was like, Tokyo Ghoul. Being extra defensive of a character who bows people up with an offense is certainly a choice. Yeah. Yes. It is my Achilles heel. I think, like, I get way too, like, I can hit this, and then I forget. But yeah, so, I was saying, like, I've been listening to more music. And effectively, like, I listen to a lot of Japanese music. I'm not necessarily in a drought for that. But in regards to English music that I listen to, what I was sort of saying is I listen to, like, indie folk, some indie stuff, rock, metal, some, like, rock from, like, the 2000s up to, like, 70s and stuff. Basically, a lot of old music. Or, like, or at least artists that haven't released a new album in a good few years. It's a rarity if they release new shit. Like, a lot of the artists I listen to, they'll have that one, like, fucking amazing album, and then it's like 4 years down the line, it's like, that was such a good album, I'm still listening to it. Wham Queen. I know Fella listens to a lot of Wham. He loves Wham. But yeah, you know, Queen, Pink Floyd, that sort of stuff. Not regularly, but, you know, occasionally I'm like, yeah, you know, can't go wrong. I've been listening to a lot of Freebird lately. Freebird's really fun. Lynyrd Skynyrd? I believe you pronounce it like that. Like, Freebird, yeah. Yeah, that is my rendition of part of the Freebird guitar solo. You're welcome. It's because, like, Fella's been, like, doing this one thing for a while, so he says the vibe of Freebird is kind of his vibe when it comes to the project. So, you know, I listen to it quite a bit now. Freebird. I'm reminded by it so much when playing modded Lethal Company. Okay, I've never played Lethal Company. I need people to play Lethal Company with, because I have not fucking played it ever. There's, like, so many, like, co-op games I've just never played. I think simply because I've just not had the people to play them with. Like, I think a lot of my friends aren't super into, like, the not massive multiplayer, but, like, those online games and stuff. I think either we're just too busy, or we don't really play them. We had, like, spouts or so of, like, Minecraft and stuff, but, like, you know, the brief Among Us bit, but generally speaking, we don't really play those games. So, like, I've never played things like Phasmo, you know? Phasmo, Lethal Company, what else? Phasmo, Lethal Company, I want to go back to normal size. I like being big, but now I wish to be small. I wish to be normal size. Concept Warning. No, I've never played Concept Warning. I have not played Concept Warning. I would like to play Concept Warning. There you go. Oh, you know, buddy. So cute. I don't know why I titled the stream Women Love Me. I think that's just my thing now. Women love me, source, I said it. Has a woman ever said they love me? No. Am I declaring it so? Yes. it's Jay Dodger, 1920s writer. The women love me. That's my new intro. And I like to think of the woman as like an eldritch entity. I like to think like it's not like women, like people. I like to think it's like women, the woman. Just need to replace that fishing hat and add fish fear me. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, those fishing hats. But like, not even fish fear me. I just want the women love me. That's it. You know what? If I got like a 2.0 on this model, I think I would like to do possibly something with like the hat where like it's customizable. Well, surely, okay. There's gotta be a way. Okay, I might have to test it and mix it up or something. I feel like there is a way to do it. Of like having like different text appear on the hat. So like, so we can have like women love me, fish fear me, something like that. It'd have to be quite small though, because the hat surface area isn't super big. Shit, that'd be rad. Yeah, because I know Bacon has a, like, he's got the hat thing, right, where you can put on different hats. But the thing is, I have a hat, and I can't take this hat off. So, like, I think if I did a 2.0, some of my things would be being able to have a toggle that takes off the hat. Possibly having, like, custom text on the hat. I don't know. I don't know how possible that would be, but it would be funny. What other things would I do in a 2.0? I don't know. I guess maybe some like more expressions, but admittedly I don't use my expressions enough. I think I probably should put them on like different numpad things, so because I feel like sometimes during streams when I try to use the Steam Deck, it like really struggles with actually doing them. It's fine now, but I don't know, I don't use them enough, let alone like this one. I never wink. It's simply because I really struggle with the timing of it. Because otherwise I'll do it and I will like wink and then just be like blinking with one eye. So, okay. I would say... I keep saying this one point and then getting distracted. It's fine, it's a yap session, it's whatever. I'm legally allowed to, it's a yapping stream, I can. Okay, but yeah, my thing is, the artists that I listen to, in the English sphere at least, are artists that haven't been releasing new music. You know, they're not releasing like an album all the time, which is fine, art takes a while, it's okay. I watched a very good video on delayed gratification about like Kendrick Lamar, and how like Drake had the instant gratification, but then Kendrick used delayed to like, you know, take home the win with the beef. So yeah, you know, art takes time. That's okay, you know. I should be one to talk. It takes me fucking forever to do shit. But like, but yeah, so last year I was listening to a lot more pop, and I guess like diversifying a little bit more hip hop, a little bit more pop. So like Kendrick, Chappelle, Sabrina, Charlie XCX, okay, Olivia Rodrigo and Billie Eilish. They're not ones I listen to off my own back, but I know someone who is very obsessed with them. In fact, she even has a, I think, like, she managed to, it was sort of like at a concert, like, her mum was talking to another mum that was there, of Olivia Rodrigo concert, and then it turned out that the mum that her mum was talking to was, in fact, the mum of Olivia Rodrigo's guitarist. And, like, through just, you know, getting to meet the guitarist and stuff like that, she managed to get sent Olivia Rodrigo's, like, one of her, like, bracelets. Like those custom bracelets that they make at raves. So yeah. Very cute, very cute. But yeah, so said person plays Olivia and Billie very much. So invariably, I think I've listened to Hit Me Hard and Soft like a lot of times now, simply because that has just been on. I know all the Billy lyrics simply because I've heard it so much. Did I choose to listen to it? No. I've nothing against it though. I have nothing against it. It's aight. It's aight. Anyone else? Anyone else? Oh, yes, right. Okay. So this is the point I was gonna make, right? So through the Grammy season and stuff, I start hearing about Doechii. And I'm like, who's Doechii? I've not heard of Doechii. Who's Doechii? And only recently, I'm like, okay, Denial is a River came up on my YouTube. Let me give it a listen. Whoa! I see why it won. It's fucking good. It was just like so well told, and then like I was watching more stuff from her. I'm like, oh my god, like the way she can like diversify the sounds, like making it go from like hip hop sounds to like more rap, not rap, jazz. It was so good, and like the way she tells a story, the way she like, you know, just her like enunciation of words and stuff. You know, every word she says is punchy. It's clear. It's so fucking good. I've not listened to all her stuff yet, but everything I have listened to, I've been like, I'm a fan. She's a very good storyteller. She's a very, very good artist. And a video got recommended to me that was talking about a book that Doechii read. And I'm one of those bitches where it's like, oh, a celebrity that I like recommended a book. I'm interested. So the book was The Artist Way by Julia... it's on my Audible because I was listening to it as an audiobook. Julia Crawford or something? Crawford? I'm going to have to quickly gander this because I forgot. It's a pretty famous book. Right. The artist... Julia Cameron, that's it, right. It was a C, couldn't remember which C. So, okay. So, and the thing is, I'd heard about this book, and like being, you know, a writer or so, I've heard about like the idea of like morning pages. But for me, when I first heard about them, I was thinking, one, oh god, waking up at 5 AM sounds like a nightmare. And then two, it was, what was it? I thought it was like 3 pages of writing for your project, not just like 3 pages stream of consciousness, right? So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a listen, because admittedly, like my projects, I've been in a weird zone with my projects, right? So historically, I've given up on a lot of projects. I've always like started a thing and then been like, oh, it loses momentum. Like either I did something wrong or I just couldn't answer a fundamental question about the project and I just lose steam. I stop, you know? So, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this book because it's saying about like, I guess a spiritual approach to like artistry and creating stuff. And I'm like, maybe it's what I need, right? Admittedly, lately, I think I've mentioned about like my brief look into stoicism and shit like that, you know. I've been like in a zone. God, why is my throat playing up? Pardon me? Yeah, I've been in a zone where I think I've been. Thank you. Yeah, I've hydrated a little bit. I've been in a zone where, for lack of a better term, I think I've been seeking some sort of, I guess, spiritual guidance. Not necessarily in the religious sense, but just in the, like, internal sense of the matter. Just, like, a very much like a... I'm not, like, struggling by any means. Like, you know, I'm not, like, depressive or so. I'm just, like, in a zone in my life where I'm like, I know I could be doing more with it, and I kind of wanted like something to, I guess, kick me up the butt and then be like, right, these are the tools, you know? I think addressing some sad things, just addressing those, and then also just being like moving forward, you know, focusing on like healing and recovery, those sort of things. Like, I always really value growth. I really value trying your best and growing through experiences and stuff. And I think I just needed like ah, god. Why is it always when I'm streaming? Like, my cough's over, by the way. My cough's gone. It's just I speak and then my throat is like, no, I don't think you should. Maybe I need to do vocal exercises before I stream. That might actually be an idea. But yeah, yeah, I think just like I've been in a zone of, I feel like I can do more, but there's certain roadblocks in my life that hold me back in some ways, and I think I needed a way to address those going forward, you know? So like, I think that was why I've been like sort of being like, oh, maybe therapy, but then I wasn't sure. Because like, knowing the issues I have, it wouldn't be stuff where I could go like to the NHS about it. I think I would have to go private, and that would be like around £700. That's roughly the like fees I would be expecting to pay out. Admittedly, financially, I'm not like in a bad position, but it's like, you know, I'd rather. I'm trying to. I have financial goals. I'd rather try not to spend like that much money, not in one go at least. You know, not unless I know that like it is absolutely crucial. Yeah, extra expensive. That do be healthcare. Yeah. I mean, again, I am lucky to be in the UK. I am lucky to have the NHS. Like, you know, for emergency shit and stuff like that, like, I can get the healthcare. I'm not worried about that. But therapy, for for the things that I have, the NHS probably won't be able to put me on the list for that, because it's like, my life is okay. It's just these small little things. So it's like, an NHS clinician will look at that and be like, oh, they're fucking fine. Why are they approaching us? That's, I gotta take good care of your health overall. Absolutely, yeah. And like, I have been taking certain measures to improve like my health overall. Like, I mean, like, my gym's been slacking a little bit lately, but like, I've been healthier. I've been trying to eat more healthy, not all the time, but here and there. I'm making small steps. I always hydrate. I'm actually a very good water person. That's just a natural thing. So yeah, you know, I have been taking those steps to be healthy, I guess. I think it was like mental roadblocks, right? I guess like procrastination, getting prone to being quite like irritated at small things, you know, certain circumstances that I can't really, you know, manage at times, I guess. It happens, shit happens, life happens. So yeah, I think I've been looking for some sort of guidance regarding that. So I was like, okay, Don't You recommended this book. I'm like, sure, I'll give it a listen. You know, that's an artist I like, and I'm interested in like her creative process, you know. Admittedly, before the Neil Gaiman drama, it's hard to call it drama, it's a bit more like an ook. Yeah. Admittedly, before that, right, I did look at his masterclass regarding like making like novels, writing, that sort of stuff. It was like helpful, but yeah. So I'm starting to listen to this book, right? So while I was at work today, I was like, okay, I've got the audiobook on. I was working from home, but it's like I've got the audiobook on. I'll give it a listen, see what it's like. And I had a moment listening to it where she's sort of talking about what's the word? Affirmations. And the sort of like mental roadblocks we put in the way when it comes to affirming ourselves. And, you know, and then sort of exploring like what causes those roadblocks. Like what are the things that you're telling yourselves, like the negatives, and then like how can you twist those into positives? What can you tell yourself, right? And I think like in certain aspects of my life, I was like affirming myself a little more. Like, I guess just generally being like, you know, just being like, I'm a good person, I'm not a shit person. Because like when I was young, my mental health was fucking bad. And like, I'd at least gotten to a point in my life, and I still am. I'm still at a point in my life where I'm like, I am not like a bad person. I do deserve love, you know. I am worthy of those sort of things. I'm good at that. And I even just like physically, I'm pretty. I'm a pretty person, you know. Sometimes I have my days where I don't feel, you know, 100% in whatever way, and then I'm like, okay, how can we work on this? Like, my self-worth is better. That's how I would describe it. My self-worth is better. But then I was reading. Twice. Aki, pronounced Aki, has arrived. Showing support to small streamers and VTubers. Here is a crown for you, Your Highness. You have no choice. I hope your stream goes well. Same for your day and night. Thank you. Yeah, so like I have like better self-worth now, right? But then I was listening to this chapter about affirmations, and I was like, oh shit, I'm just not affirming myself. And like, I started like writing some things down, and I was just like, I think growing up, like, you know, and even like towards now, I was like, just not affirming myself. I think even during my therapeutic process, I was like, I'm not doing those whole stand in a mirror and tell yourself you're worthy of love. I wasn't doing those. I think part of me thought they were cringe, you know? And I was like, why? Why do I think they're cringe? Why do I feel like I can't call myself certain things? Because it was getting to the point where I'm like, do I even deserve to call myself an artist? You know, I'm not actively producing stuff. I'm like constantly like trying to sit at my desk and then just getting frustrated and then being like, oh god, you know, other people are like putting shit out there and it's great and it's awesome. I have friends that are super creative, and like I kept getting to this point where I'm like, I'm not doing that though. Like, admittedly, I had a moment like when I was early on as a streamer, right, where I think the topic came up about me as like 1920s writer. And then I think I had like a moment where I was like, I don't feel like a writer. You know, like I want to be a writer. I want to make things. Like, a part of my soul is always fucking screaming at me that I need to make shit. I need to produce something, you know? I have this constant creative fucking desire in me to make something. It's just moments of doubt that sadly happens to a lot of us. Yeah, I agree, yeah. But like, I think it was the fact that it's been moments of doubt throughout the past 5 years, 6 years? Of just like, because effectively, the sort of like loop I've been stuck in, right? Yeah, the loop I've been stuck in for the past few years has been, I've started a project, I've gotten to a certain point in the project, and then I've stopped. Constant loop of that. There's one project that I started and then like dropped midway through that even now I'm still like so fucking mad at, right? Because like, I think the two of them, I think both were like comic things, right? Yeah, both were like comic related things. One I think was like, the direction of it. Okay, the first one was just, it hadn't really had a lot of thought put in initially, and I kind of realised that as a writer I needed to improve, and I had to kind of kill the darlings there. It was a learning experience, I thank it for that. But I think it did set up that doubt in me of like, oh, this was a thing I poured like a lot of my energy into, and it wasn't the thing. It wasn't that thing. It's sometimes motivation that kind of peters out, especially when you're busy with a lot of things. Yeah, and I think it was just like finding the ways to have sustained motivation to at least see something through, because that's like where I always struggle. It's like, I'll start, I'll get away, I'll get halfway through it, something like that, and then I just stop. And yeah, with this other thing as well, it was like I was getting like a good way through it, and then I just stopped. I don't think sharing it with close friends can potentially help. Okay, like I share them with fellow, right? Actually, I don't know. Okay, there's this one project that I do share with fella because it's kind of his idea, and he was like, hey, Elias, do you want to write it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So there's one thing that I'm at least sharing. Sorry, I feel like I just heard a whistle, and that like really scared me. I don't know where that came from. Ugh, that was weird. It gave me fucking like, Vermis Malum with like the whistle, like the. It gave me like trauma of that. I was just like. I just very visibly heard a whistle, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm still looking around me, I'm still just like... am I sure no one's there? It's literally just my cat. Hello, cat. She's asleep. But yeah, it's probably a ghost. Yeah, probably. Just fucking chill, just like, yeah, it was probably a ghost. It just happens, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, so this is one project that like it's quite slow, right? It's not like a project that we're like rushing on per se. It's like incremental progress. And so like I do share that one with them, simply because it's not necessarily like my baby in that regard. But in terms of sharing things with other people, it's like, I don't know, because they kind of say, with writing, right, with first draft territory, it's kind of that whole don't share your first draft, because first drafts are messy, they're awkward, and like, they're kind of meant for you, but I don't know, I think like I have at times, and I haven't at times, it depends on the thing, but like, I don't know, I really don't know, and like, yeah, genuinely my answer to that is I don't know, possibly, because I feel like sometimes external motivation helps me a little bit more than internal motivation. Like having someone say, hey, here's a deadline, and then I'm like, okay, like, I'm a little bit better with that. Little. Not necessarily a lot, but a little bit better with that. So, okay. I mean, let me grab my... I have my, like, book here that I've been, like, writing some of this stuff in, because initially, the idea of it was just going to be, like, a book to kind of deal with my problem of being a bit of a venter. Like... It's mostly to fella, but and he's like, I appreciate that I can be there for you to vent when you need it. Like he doesn't. The good thing about him is he'll listen to my things and then not be like, okay, I have to solve this or whatever. He's like, I'll just let you air that out. It's gonna wash over me. It's not gonna like personally affect me, you know. Like, I'll empathize, but it's like it's not gonna affect me in a bad way, you know. But even still, I felt like quite guilty. I feel quite guilty to like vent sometimes. Like, I want a way where like, if in that like very intense moment, if I can just have an outlet for that, that would be quite healthy for me. I guess it does depend on the project too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So effectively, I was kind of figuring out like where some of my like certain blocks come from. So I think some of them were, I guess, if you had to summarize it, trauma and I say trauma, but like don't take it in the way that means like I've got fucking like war trauma or anything like that. It's like, it's life, you know. Like, experiences growing up, it happens. And yeah, I realized like, I think it's partly informed by that, and then partly informed by, I guess, creative disappointment. Like, I guess like that disappointment that I couldn't finish projects and things. And then like, I kind of put an affirmation of like, I can finish projects. And I think that like really caught me off guard in a very like vulnerable, emotional way. Because I think like there's someone I know who, I have like quite a few friends, right, who are very creative, and I love the shit they do. You know, I'm like their biggest fan. I'm just like, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do well, you know. And I'll talk about this with this one person, right? I'll say like, oh, this friend of mine, they're like writing this thing and it's so cool. Or like, they're making this thing and it's coming out amazing. And I'm like, I'm so proud of them, whatever. And then they always ask, how are your projects coming along? And I always kind of answer like, oh, they're going. But they're not. And I feel like ashamed to admit that. I feel like ashamed to admit that my projects aren't going. They're stopped, you know? But not even like necessarily cancelled per se, but just not being worked on. And I feel like I feel guilty to an extent, but not necessarily like guilty as in like, oh, I'm letting you down or whatever. More like, I don't want to admit that my projects are stopping, because if I admit that, that means that in some way I've failed, and I can't allow myself to fail simply because, and not fail in the sense of like, you can't make a bad thing ever, no, that's not what I mean. I think fail as in like, the total stop of being a creative. And I think like, I've sort of, I realised that, yeah, I don't want to admit that I failed as an artist. Because one, there's still time. There's still a lot of time. I still have a lot of time to pick up the pen, do the work, you know? And I think also just like, what was it specifically? It was something like, yeah, I feel the pressure, right? So I feel that when they say that, I feel the pressure of like, oh, as opposed to the people around me that are making things, you know, putting things out there or like just making things, I'm not. So I think there's pressure there. And then there's also my own high standards, I think. That's another thing that I think stops a lot of my projects midway through, is just that I have very high standards of what I want to be putting out there. So I think sometimes, if something isn't working, I'll just be like, fuck, it's not meeting those standards. You know, I wonder, if you manage to focus on short-term projects, then keeping the long ones at a gradual pace, would that help? It would still give you a sense of accomplishment. Yeah, I think that's kind of why I started streaming. But like, I think it's how many projects to take on. Do I want to focus on one project at a time, or do I want to have like, you know, maybe 2 to 3. I kind of said 2 at the start of the year, but considering the nature of one of them, I feel like maybe 3 of like this one group one, the shorter one, which would be Elias Law, as like incremental parts that I gradually produce, and then like a longer one being, I don't know, novel or something like that, you know, just something long. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so effectively, high standards, pressure regarding, I guess, comparison of the extent that I was producing as opposed to other people. Part of it also relating to neurodivergence as well. I think like, I think in a way I've kind of held myself back with certain aspects of it, right? At the same time, and the same token, there's a lot about my neurodivergence that is a massive fucking strength. In regards to writing, there are certain sensory details that I can fucking pick up on. That like, I'll just be out and I'll see something and I'll fucking hone in on that image. And that's good. That's the shit. That's the shit right there. Like, that's one of my favorite things as a creative regarding like my own like neurodivergent nature, is what I can pick up on that other people might not even realize, you know, like sounds and shit like that. Just like, you know, that sounds plausible to pull off. At the end of the day, it's the best comparison you can have is your own work in the past compared to now. It's going to be a vicious loop when you try something, then keep comparing yourself to everyone else. And I think, but that's like, to an extent, part of the issue, because I feel like when I'm looking at my past self, it's not necessarily the quality of work that I am comparing myself to, it's the tenacity about it. It's like, sure, different set of life circumstances, but in theory, nothing is holding me back. The only thing holding me back right now is myself. Like, time, that, like, once I can put my phone somewhere fucking else, I have that time. Like, okay, I've got a job, sure. Like, I do streaming sometimes, sure. Like, but there is time that I can carve out for this. Like, fucking few times a week, whatever, weekends, yes. Like, there is time. That isn't an issue. Time isn't an issue. There's people that have written on much fucking shorter, you know, what they're called. Shorter demands. People with kids, you know, like, people have done it in much different circumstances. I'm privileged in the sense that the time is there. I have that time. I can use that time. You know, like, financially also, like, I have money. I, like, you know, I'm not, like, poor, I'm not, like, rich, whatever. I have money. Like, I'm not worried about being, like, a starving artist. I have an income. I'm good there. What other things? You know, the health is okay. You know, like, things are, you know, things aren't perfect, but they're okay. Like, the life factors around me mean that there's nothing stopping me but myself, right? So it's all mental. It's all up there. So I think, you know, I was realizing what some of those sort of blocks were. It was creative disappointment and like trauma, and even to a part, like, fears about my neurodivergence holding me back. Fears about, like, oh, what if I don't have the spoons? You know? But, like, I kind of sort of realised, like, it was, like, a cocktail of those things that led me to have this pause, right? To feel like I couldn't, right? So, I had a recent time where I was, like, trying to do something creative. So, like, me and Fella sometimes will, like, try to have, like, creative sort of sessions, if you will. So, like, he'll do something and I'll do something. But what it often ends up being is fella will get on with something, and I will it's either I just scroll on social media, I play fucking like Pokemon TGC, whatever, for a bit, and then I get frustrated. Hello. Yeah, I play fucking Pokemon or whatever, or I fall asleep. Because, like, his room's really tiny, so, like, he's got a double bed, but the room itself doesn't have a lot of floor space. So it's not like I can sort of sit at a desk to work when I want to do, like, stuff with him. So, like, I'm on the bed, and if I'm in bed and I'm cold, I get under the blanket, and then I get warm, and then I want to sleep. But, like, you know, it's all fucking mental. It's all fucking mental. Hey, I managed to catch a stream. Yay! I'm talking about my creative process and a kind of like epiphany I sort of had, right? So yeah, it's like, and I remember having one of these sessions, right? Quite recently, where I was trying to work on a thing and I was getting really frustrated. I was like, there's fundamental questions about this project, I cannot figure them out. I'm stuck. There were some ideas that did come out through that session though, like just some things of like theming that could kind of guide like how I work with the project. But then I was like, okay, you know, I was getting really stressed. I was there like just, I can't fucking do this. I'm like, I'm stuck, you know. I can't answer these fucking questions. I'm not baking shit. You know, I should be doing something. Yada 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 yada. And I kind of thought about that writing session when I was listening to this book, and I realized like I was not kind to myself, right? Like it was all just negative self-talk. It was all I can't. You know, like it was all just like, you know, struggle. You know, roadblock. No, like, what ifs. No, like, experimenting with just, okay, let's test a few things out. Let's just put things down, see where they go, you know, like. But at its core, when I was listening to, like, affirmations, it was just like, I don't affirm myself. And, like, I did some affirmations. I did, like, you know, like, I am a writer. Even if, like, I'm not fucking putting shit out there all the time or whatever. Or, like, feeling like I can't call myself a writer because I don't put shit out there or whatever. Like, you know, I was putting these affirmations of, I am a writer. I am a creative. I am an artist. And even just things like, I can do this. I can finish projects. I can make things. I can make good things. I can make bad things. I can make things. I can, I started writing a bunch of them. Of just like, I can do this. You know, extending beyond the creative and just being like personal. Like, I can get through my struggles. I can overcome pain. Whatever. Like, always be kind to people, but remember to be kind to yourself. Yeah, and this is the thing. I think generally, I'm pretty kind to myself. But I think creatively, I was quite, like, bankrupt on that kindness. I was, I think I approach the... hello, yeah! Hello, Beefy. Hello, how you doing? Why is it coming up twice? I don't understand. Why is it coming up twice? That is so weird. What the hell? Huh. I guess it's this one that's getting in the way. Why am I... Sounds like that. How you doing? I'm talking very, I guess, what's the word? Very deep. Remember, if you ever feel down, just remember Piccolo's self-motivation mantra. I feel great, I can win, I can do this. Also, so let me do like little radio intro. Hello there, my name's Elias J. Dodger. How you doing, Governor? I'm a variety streamer. I play fighting games. I do a bunch of different things. I draw sometimes. And if you need to raid a run, totally fine. Totally chill. I'm just yapping away. Yeah, in terms of like the affirmations that I do quote a lot, actually. Hello, Beefy. Hello. By the way, actually, I was there when I was with Fella when he sent you the animation that he did. We were laughing so much. We were just like, oh, it's so great to see your reaction. Sorry for dropping me folks on you, but I needed to end early. Totally fine. Totally chill. Why do you think that? Because he loved your model and was like, you know, brick structures got to him, and it's just like he wanted to do it. He just did it. I love how it was just like, hey, I made a thing, drops it, leaves. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. Like it was just really funny just seeing your reaction in real time, just being like, yeah. And the best part, I was like seeing it in like work in progress and everything. I appreciate a million. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm glad he could finish it. I think if I'm correct, like a little BTS there. If I ever get Nitro, I'm putting it as a pro picture. Hell yeah. Yeah, if I'm correct, I think he did something regarding like plugins and stuff with like the animation software. That specifically helped the bounce. I don't know like the technical terms of it. You can definitely ask him. But like, he did something that was like really technical just to make the bounce look really good. And he just turned to me and he said like, he said like, I should be putting my animation degree to better use or something like that. It was just like, you know, like I'm so fucking good at this. I need to do this more. Damn, dude got the boob bounce ad on. Yeah. he making those plugins to make the boobs just that perfect jiggle. But yeah, so like what I was sort of saying is like from an artist that I like, Dochi, I sort of got recommended a book, The Artist Way, and I've been listening to it as an audiobook, and I think I'm gonna start like doing it and stuff. And I realized like, yeah, I'm not doing those like positive affirmations for myself, and I think that might be kind of what's holding me back creatively and personally. I think the lack of affirmations, or the lack of understanding of like why the affirmations are needed, right? Because I think maybe a part of my like, I don't know if it's like a logic brain thing or something like that, but I think like in the past I've been told to like, you know, I've been told the whole like, affirm yourself, whatever. I kind of like stuck to like, I love myself or whatever. And I guess that it worked, yeah, but like, I think I didn't understand why they work and why they're important, you know? So, and I think a real part of me was like, I think they're kind of, I guess, cringe. I don't know where that came from. If I had to take a guess, like, as I'm like, you know, talking about it now, I'd say like growing up, I didn't really see people affirm themselves. I never really had that sort of like self-confidence modeled. Those behaviors I never really saw modeled. So I think like the idea of telling yourself like, I can do this, I can get through this, it's quite a foreign concept to me, right? So I think that's why in some way I've been like very, I don't know, just not able to tell myself that, right? Not able to be like, no, yeah, I can get through this. I law of attraction, perhaps? Maybe. Yeah, I think like, yeah, I think it's just, what would be the word? What would be the word? I guess just like, I hadn't really seen it growing up, and to do the behavior and to understand why I needed to do the behavior was what was getting me. Because it's like, oh, you tell yourselves to do positive affirmations. Like, why? What is the outcome? Maybe it's a logic thing, right? Like, when I had therapy, when I went through that process, like, I remember certain things making sense to me because it's like, okay, do this action, this is what it teaches you. And I'm like, okay. Pardon me. Not being able to tell yourself because you don't believe it deep down, something like that. Yeah, I think so. So, like, I could start doing, like, the I love myself part and stuff like that, but I think in other areas, maybe, yeah, I think I just didn't believe it. Like, and I think that might have been, like, why I've had these, like, reservations of, like, telling myself these affirmations, because, I didn't believe it. Yeah. Like, you know, affirmations of, like, I'm an artist, I can create things, I can finish projects. I like, as I was doing some of them, like the first few, I was like, I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. Because past experience, it's like, okay, right. You're not the only one. Yeah, it's definitely like a thing for a lot of people, absolutely. I think like, for, how would I describe it? So, yeah, so like, for like the first few, I was doing like, some sort of like spin on like I am an artist or whatever. I'm a good artist. I noticed as well when I was starting I was using the word good, and I'm like, why good? Why not just say great? Why not say brilliant? Whatever. Like, why settle for good? And I think that in itself symbolized some sort of reluctance to own myself and own like what I can do well. And own a sense of like, I can succeed, you know? And then I think like, as I was writing it and stuff, hi, is how you draw just for fun. So like, I tend to prefer, like writing based things. I would say like artist quite as like an encompassing thing. I don't want to necessarily like whittle myself down to just being one thing, but like, if I had to say what I generally do, I write and I draw. Drawing's probably been the one I'm the most like versed in, just because I've done it for years. But I would say like I'm sort of relearning a lot of things regarding drawing, so I kind of view myself as a learner in regards to drawing. But I would say like when I do write and when I write well, I feel like there's some really good stuff I can produce. I have good ideas, right? Like, I think if there's one thing I've not doubted, it's that my ideas, my concepts are good. I think it's like execution along the line somewhere, I always kind of get a bit like, I'm not sure. And yeah, I think like, as I was doing some of these like repeated affirmations, I was like, definitely noticing that internally, I was like, I don't believe it. And it's kind of like, okay, so it's survival brain, right? Hello Houdini, how you doing? It's survival brain. It's like survival brain tells you, hey, you've gone through X experience, therefore the result is Y. Ergo, you are told this thing, and you see this thing and present with the information that you have experienced in the past, the result is Y. Therefore, X is true or false, whatever. Something to keep in mind, it could potentially give some self-motivation. Some people can only draw, can only write. You can do both, that's special. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Didn't even think about that. Thank you, I really appreciate that, actually. But everyone is a learner, lol. Those who stop learning are left behind. Yeah, I always view myself as someone that's, like, trying to learn, like, constantly. I don't like the idea of viewing myself as someone that's, like, stopped learning. Even, like, as a personal thing, like a personal growth thing. Yeah, I can't draw for shit, but I can write. Elias do be special. Oh, thank you. I mean, I want to do more writing-based things. I want to write more. I think that at the core is like a big crux of things, because of the things that I have written, I fucking loved them, you know? Survival brain holds you back sometimes for it. Yeah. I think, like, it is that, like, you know, the self-protection part of the brain. It's the brain telling you, here's what has happened in the past, ergo with the new information presented in front of you, this is the result. So do this, don't do this, whatever, you know, like, don't finish that thing, because in the past you've not been able to do the thing, therefore the thing the thing triggers the bad emotion. Don't do that, you know? Monkey brain is dumb and it needs to be shot. But we got things we can do that. Yeah. Like, for me, for example, even though I kind of want to learn poetry, I don't get poetry. Like, poetry is one of those things where it's like, I appreciate it, but like doing it feels very foreign to me. I remember actually doing a writing class thing where I did like a prose thing and then someone did a poetry thing, and then we were both like praising each other's works, and then both just saying like, man, I could not do what you do. I was expecting to come across a traditional kind of VTuber though, not gonna lie. Yeah, when I was like starting out, I was always thinking like, what concept would I want to do? And I knew like, because I love writing, I wanted to do something around that. And I was sort of like bouncing between a few things. I was thinking like librarian. Initially actually, one of the concepts I was thinking of was Hugin and Munin, the ravens of Odin, and doing like something regarding those. So I write a lot of poetry. I know you do. That is so cool. Like, I cannot do poetry. Admittedly, I would like to learn songwriting. That's one of the things that's like, and even like singing, even like growing as a singer, I think I would really like to do. Because maybe that's like a shorter form thing that might help those sort of like creative urges where like prose might be a bit more professing the soul in a very big way. you know Use monkey brain for only bananas, otherwise keep the human brain. Yeah. Good to see people with non-lewd models still exist. Yeah, okay, the thing is, right, as much as Elias isn't lewd. I would say, like, as a model, Elias isn't lewd. And I don't think as a person, I aim for, like, lewd things. Regarding, like... Okay, right. I need to make this really clear, right? Elias model isn't lewd. But Elias person makes very lewd jokes. Not like I'm the sexiest person, whatever. No, like... I'm very much hot over fictional characters. That's kind of it, right? Elias is modest. Yeah, that's probably the phrasing. Elias is modest, but the jokes are not. That's the channel trailer. There we go. That's all you need to know. Raidens of Oven have been sick. I feel like some ones like this suit you well. Yeah, I thought it was a cool idea when I was initially thinking of it, but then like I think I was aiming too complex and that was putting me off. So I was really trying to make it more simplistic, and then that's how 1920s Writer came about. Like 1920s Writer newsy. And it worked out. It's worked out. I think this is it represents me in a way that I think is really nice. Yeah. Poetry is kind of simple, just write from the heart and segment it into how you feel it makes you feel. Or if traditional, just make it rhyme after. Yeah, I think okay, I'm gonna be honest. I would say, as much as like I love studying, like, you know, I've studied some poems and loved them and stuff, but like as much as like my school experience has made me love like writing and stuff like that, like school, yeah, okay, right. I feel like the experience of studying poetry at school kind of put me off poetry. And I think, in a way, I've been kind of robbed. Yeah. I think that's how I'll phrase it. Yeah. Oh, that's okay, school takes me back for it. Yeah, like, I had a lot of, like, positive experiences with school at the same time. Like, I was one of those kids that was, like, very attentive to the teachers. Very, like, teacher's pet sort, you know? Like, I loved my English classes. I loved doing drama. I loved doing prose, you know. I loved learning like the literary techniques. I loved learning author backgrounds, things like that. Poetry was just one of those things that always had a roadblock for me. I think because like some of the poetry that we studied there, I just didn't get it. It was complex, you know? Like, it was like rooted in certain histories. I mean, for some reason I did Paradise Lost. Admittedly, I respect it, but my fucking god. School fucking kills poetic expressionism, if you ask me. Yeah, I think like I had a few poems that I read at school that I did like, or at least ones where like I look back on them and I'm like, yeah, I can think of that poem, you know, like Percy B. Shelley. I always think of, if there's one that stuck out to me, it's Simon Armitage. Simon Armitage's Mother Any Distance. That one is easily my favourite poem. Your school life seems like mine, lol. The second thing I found in common. Hey! So relatable. I'm so relatable. Everyone relates to me. Hashtag relatable. What else is relatable about me? I'm blind. Elias the relatable. Elias J relatable. That's another joke that we do, is just like Elias J something. We just like replace the last bit. Yeah, Elias J Dodger. That's my name. Don't worry it out. Actually do. Getting poetry is kind of throwing your logical brain out the window and just go with the feels. Yeah, I think like school forces you to get poetry because like you have to hit the marks, right? Hashtag Elias the relatable. The J, yeah. I love the blackheads the model has though, for real. Yeah. I was like, Alec, I thought freckles was like, I don't actually have freckles. I have moles here and there, but I actually don't really have freckles. But like when I was drawing the character, I was like, freckles kind of worked. I felt like it conveyed a lot that was also like really small. It was cute. I'm just fucking cute. The women love me. That's the stream title. Source women. My favorite poem is Death by Yeats. Oh, I feel like I want to look up more Yeats. Yeats is one of those poets that I've always been quite curious about. Silhouette is strong too. Yeah, it is. Admittedly, like my first design was drawn by me, but then I commissioned Eris for the character sheet, and I said to them like, hey, if you have anything better regarding like just character design, go ahead. And then they did this. I was like, I fucking love it. Women? Hell yeah. I mean, I'm with a guy, but like, a woman, Amuga. I'm with a guy, his name's Fella. Ship art of us is very strange because I don't know how you could do that and make it look good, because I'm a 1920s writer. He is blue tack. He was an odd dude, Irish politician and white magic practitioner. Huh. Wow. Did you time travel, Elias? I'm still figuring out the lore, if that's like going to happen. Okay, in my head, no. I still cooking the lore. There is a video on my YouTube channel that does have like the start of the lore project. Still cooking it. It's still taking its time. But as a mini teaser of sorts, is time travel involved? Probably not. Admittedly, because I feel like it's a really overplayed trope in VTuber lore that kind of is only really there to be like, oh, VTuber in the modern time era, but also from old design. Okay, time travel. It's like the one logical leap. And it's like, I'm not a big fan of that. It's fine. It makes sense. But like, when everyone's fucking done it, it's like, okay, it gets a bit overplayed. He had major beef with Aleister Crowley. Anyway, I'm gonna head out now. Can't talk more about poets. You can always talk about more about poets if you wanted to. It's totally chill. Like, I'm the same about Mary Shelley. I can talk about, like, Frankenstein for a very long time. So, like, you're from the present, but love the troops from 1920s. am from the 1920s, but time travel. Again, I'm still kind of cooking my lore. It's still in the oven. It's still in the writing process. I have an idea. It still might be like one I'm playing with a little bit, but yeah, work in progress. Yes. And look at me, how you seem so different to everyone while still being relatable. Yeah, like, because okay, I've talked about this in the past, right? VTuber lore. I want to do something different with the lore, right? Like, the lore project in itself is my attempt to be like, what have I seen in VTuber lore? And what haven't I seen being done? And it's my attempt to be like, let me try something different. Let me try something new. Let me try a different mode of expressing that. What VTuber lore is your favourite though? Okay, this is a weird cut. I haven't seen loads of them, but I've seen some, right? I'm gonna be entirely fucking honest with you. Haruka. And it's not, and not like necessarily the Haruka character lore. Haruka lore, which was her biography. Because it was so fucking raw and personal and sweet. And it was like, I mean, yeah, duh, it's a biography. Like, of course it would be any of those things. And it's like, but I feel like the presentation with it, one, I think, like, you know, struck a chord with me. I feel like I've had similar sort of experiences with, like, people that, not necessarily to the same degree, but, like, as an autistic person, I feel like I really connected with Haruka's lore. But then, like, I think it was just different. It was just different in a way that, like, but at the same time, just told in a way that was really sweet. And I feel like it was thematically sort of like consistent, you know? Like, the music was appropriate. I feel like the delivery was good and stuff like that, right? Because depending on the VTuber lore, you can have like certain things be there that work, and then other bits that are like, they're independent productions, right? So it's not gonna always be like fucking A-class standard. But okay, if I had to say VTuber lore regarding, like, you know, in character. Well, every other VTuber doesn't need to have demon or supernatural lore, I suppose. Yeah. Like, I think if I had to pick lore that was in character, I would say I really like the production and the story of Amelie. I think Amelie's lore is really good. Iron Mouse's lore is really great as well. I feel like, I haven't watched all of it, but the stuff I have seen of it, I do really like it. Like, and I also like that Iron Mouse's lore is as long as it is, because I feel like a lot of VTuber lore is just like, oh, we do like one video and then we're done. It's like, no, keep going. Tell us more about your story. Keep going. Expand it. But like, this is the thing. VTuber lore is something that's pretty much come... Have you seen Sayu's lore? I actually haven't. I would have to check that out. Knowing Sayu and his vocal range, that probably is a very, very well produced bit of lore, isn't it? But being human is 100 times more relatable, to be honest. Yeah, okay, admittedly, if there's one thing I would like to try and aim for with the lore project, I want to try and aim for Elias being human. That is a non-negotiable. I want to aim for, there is nothing going on with Elias. Elias is a human. And that in itself, I think, can open up, like, a really interesting playing field of, like, how do I tell this story then? In a world where fucking cat girls and robots and gods and demons exist, what can a fucking human do? But this is the thing, I mean, more like the VTuber sphere, not necessarily in my lore, but like in the VTuber sphere. If these sort of stories can exist, what can a story about a human bring to the table? That's kind of what I'm thinking about. That one was a little different looking. Like, interesting. Yeah, but yeah, I think this is a project where I really want to challenge myself on, like, admittedly some of my reservations about VTuber lore, because I'm not, like, a super big fan of it at times. And I get why. I get as well why so many people don't expand their lore too much, because it's like, they don't set out to have lore. lore is an afterthought. It's a secondary thing. They're just like, here's a character. I want to do this character. Oh, I have to explain the character. How do I explain that this character is a live streamer on Twitch? Well, I guess heavy play on emotion seems to work well for it. Yeah. You'll know the greatest lore I've ever seen, and it's about human, like a little supernatural, but yeah. Please tell. If I haven't seen it, I'll probably check it out. Yeah, because I think, like, okay, if I'm correct, did Hololive or Niji Sanji start the VTuber lore trope? Yusan! Yes! Oh my god! I haven't seen, like, all of it, but the bits I have seen of Yusan lore, fucking good. Writing stories of their life with each stream. Yeah, true, yeah. But, like, I think for a lot of people, as far as I can tell, like, for a lot of people, if they're not, like, 100% leaning into, I am this character, I love Yusan. I love Yusan so much. I, like, when Summer Song dropped, and I like, listened to that, bro, I love that song. I'm a big fan of Yusan. I think Yusan's so fucking cool. I respect the fuck out of them. I think Yusan's so fucking cool. For real, hell yeah. Yeah, writing stories of life each stream. Yeah, because I think for quite a lot of streamers, particularly on the indie scene, VTubers, when they are streaming, like, this is the little character that they dance around on stream with, but, like, the person is, to an extent, authentic. To an extent, you know, like, there's parts that are played up for dramatic effect, there's parts that are played up for comedic effect, there's, information that, you know, remains private, there's things that remain public, you know, but, like, at least on the indie scene, and probably even true for, like, your corporate talents, it is the case that there is a level of authenticity that goes into the process of being a streamer, unless someone is 100% just being like, I am this character, this is the only thing I will, like, be. Which is very, very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. So, like, so I think, like, writing the lore on the stream, like, it's more just, like, gradually understanding aspects of a person, really. Your model kind of reminds you of this chibi I did recently. It's like a traditional kind of detective thing. Yeah, I think when people have first seen me, I think some people have been like, oh, it's a detective. I'm like, no, it's not a detective. I'm quite dumb, actually. Nah, I think I'm smart in certain places, and then I hang out with fella like one time, and I'm like, I'm the dumbest person alive. Your model would bang in a team one too, just saying. You guys don't know what I'm commissioning, do you? It's a newspaper guy. Extra. Honestly, yeah. Because, like, well, you low-key seem like one. Yeah, true. I'm quite small and cute. I'm quite small and cute. But, yeah, extra, right? Because, admittedly, a part of my model was based on a play. Because my friend had written this play, which I still fucking love. I think this play is so fucking good. Did you just reveal your plans about a chibi model? Not a chibi model, but chibi art. I have commissioned some chibi art, and I have the sketch through, and it looks fucking adorable. This is also the second artist that's told me that they love drawing my model. Which is, like, such a fucking delight to hear every single time. Like, both Trill and this other artist have both said, like, oh, I love drawing your model. And it's like, oh, my heart. They're like, it's so cute. It's like, I can't take it. Well, chibis are meant to be cute. But it's not even that. It's just like, they look at my character and they're just like, this is a cute character. I'm like, thank you so much. I love you. Oh, you're saying, well, I know I am. I know I'm fucking adorable. I know I'm fucking cute. I'm the cutest motherfucker. The artists don't get simplistic models like that often. Yeah, because, like, I think that was part of my, like, thought process with designing Alliance. Simply because, as well, I was the first one to... I could probably pull it up, couldn't I? Not on here, not on here, no. Here. Up there. Let me lock my movement in 1 second. There we go. Ah, text on screen. Immersion break. Ah! I think I still have, like, early Elias designs somewhere, don't I? Let me see. Let me have a gander. You'd be getting a cat one often. Yeah, yeah. I was effectively trying to think, what haven't I seen done, and then what would also be easy for me to draw. Because a lot of times models are fucking complex, and I was like, when I was starting out, starting out as like a PNG tuber. I was like, okay, I need to make this myself, because I was like, I could commission it, but I can draw, so why not like keep it low cost, see what I can produce. So let me see if I can find early Elias drawings. Okay, right, so this is like the drawing I did for like my debut. So this is Elias 1.0's design, basically. Flashback chat, flashback. So like, the idea of the design was just, I need to be able to draw this. If I can't draw this, then I'm fucked. Your rigger really seems like a talented one, I'm not gonna lie. Like your movements and things and stuff. Yes, Shiro did such a fucking good job with the art on the rig. I love it. And it came like right before Christmas, and they were like, Merry Christmas, like, ah! But she seems cute too, I mean, yeah. Yeah, like, it's not the same. Like, if I do full body, if I unlock my movement and do full body as just like a contrast. There we go, right. It's very different in a regard, like how it looked and how it is. Definitely got like a much more neutral palette tone rather than, let me steal them. What, my shoes? No! Oh, the gloves. My first thought was the shoes. I'm like, what? Yeah, I love the gloves. The gloves are such a nice detail. But yeah, I was like, you know, I sort of like had a good idea of like where it should go, and then I think like when Eris drew the character sheet, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's much better. That makes much more sense. But like, you know, parts have remained consistent and then parts have changed up quite a lot, you know, mainly the body. I think mainly the body's changed up, but the general like face bits are pretty like consistent throughout, really. But yeah, why are my system sounds fucked up? Every time I stream, my system sounds get really, really confused. But yeah. Big stretch. Yeah. What are you getting the chibi for though? Just cause. Just cause. I was like, it's cute. I want to do it. The shoes make me think of Coltrane staff workers or boats. I see what you mean. Yeah, like, there's a lot of things this model can look like. So effectively, my multiple jobs are, I'm a train worker, I'm a detective, I'm a newsie. Chibis are always cute. They are. And like I found an artist that was just like really good. And I was like, oh, I love the art. I wanted to treat myself. That was it. I wanted to treat myself to a cute little bit of art. And so I have. Just because you're one of the art lover things I found. Oh my god. Once again, Elias J relatable strikes again. Okay, wait. Fourth thing. Do you play fighting games? Gotta take the shot. I need to indoctrinate people on my sheer love and appreciation of my husband, Luke Sullivan, Street Fighter 6. I'm so normal about that game. I am so normal about that game. Look, wait. Immersion break, sorry. I don't have this as a toggle, okay? Yeah. There it is. Yeah. speaking of fighting games, will you be giving City of the Wolves open beta a shot? I'd like to. Don't see why not. That would be fun. Fucking go jump. Elias J. Relatable strikes again! Oh, show toggles. I do have it on my Steam Deck. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got like hit. So I can like just hit myself. I have bat. I have. Okay, admittedly this one works better as a channel point redeem. Because I managed to make it work on mix up so that it can have a little sound effect. So there we go. The one time it's worked a bit more smoothly. It's been a bit weird lately. I have comfy. Just a simple like, oh yeah, it's got that there. And then I might update this one because I found some, what was it? The brown cat ears, and I'm like, they work better. Let's get rid of Luke for now. Yeah. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye, my husband. That's so freaking cute. I am adorable. And everyone says it's fucking like, oh, Elias wearing the cat ears. Oh, Elias is so strange. And I'm like, nah, I'm fucking cute. And these guys are wrong. Last stream, Tucker and Fella just being like, what the Sigma? What the fuck? Are you wearing cat ears? I'm like, but I'm cute. I'm cute. And then they're like, nah. Ooh, water redeem. Thank you. Yeah. Hydration station. Love hydration. Love a bit of hydration. Okay, actually, while I'm here, I might also take a brief, like 3-minute odd break. I just need to piss. So I'll put on a BRB and run to the loo. Okay. Wow. Okay. Currently having issues with my face tracking because apparently I went away and now it doesn't want to like actually track my model. I don't know why. What's going on? Why is it doing this? I've like tried disconnecting and I'm back. Okay. Oh, and it's gone again. What? Why? Why did it work when I covered it? What? That's so what? Eh? What is going on? Is it okay? Might fix it. Okay, right. There we go. I had to just reload my model and stuff just to make sure it was all working. Hello, Kiwi. Oh, and Kiwi's dead. I saw it was like Kiwi came in like, this is so peak, and then just relax. I mean, did I add the other one that we have? Oh, hello. My cat's here. Hey, girl. Oi, what's up? What's up, gorgeous? What's up, gorgeous? Okay. Off you go. Goodbye. I miss you. Why has Kiwi's messages got deleted? Basically, that's the roulette function. There we go. So basically, it's a mix-up toggle thingy, like command. So basically, if you do exclamation point roulette, if you survive, nothing happens. If you lose, you get timed out. So Kiwi fucking loves it. That's a risk one, lol. It's funny. It's funny. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. People love gambling. Also, I think don't we have mods in here though? My mod right now is Fella, and Fella isn't around right now. I messaged him just to be like, "Ayo, I'm live if you want to like hang or something." He might be busy. He might have shit going on. It's how it is. Yeah. Mods ban him. Hey, big stretch. Big stretch. Whoa. What else has been on Elias J. Dodger's mind lately? Interesting. What other interesting conversation points? I'm getting the urge to sketch a model on a cheesy universe. You are totally welcome to. I think on my Blue Sky there should be like character sheets somewhere for like full model references and stuff. So it's got me. No, keep going! If I get fatter, I scream! Yeah. What else has been going on in the crazy world of Elias J. Dodger? Elias J. Dodger's life is so interesting. Oh, okay, so some things. For some reason, I keep thinking about eating paper. I don't know why. I think since Luke's birthday, I was just like, oh, I want to take out drawings, and I want to take drawings, I want to print them out, and I want to, like, eat them on the paper. I'll behave for now, but for real, I'm telling you, we artists don't get simplistic ones like that for real. Yeah, like, my model is so small, so quaint. Eating paper, yeah. Little fella gives me this sub because I won 5 reacts in a row. Yes, and it is a badge of honor you should wear with pride. It was very epic. It was very epic. Yeah, what else happened recently? I have unlocked an addiction, not to drugs or gambling, but to cookie clicker. Oh man, maybe one day I should play a game like that. Okay, recently, I have been like, it kind of came out of like this one session of like D&D where I was fucking tired and I was just trying to keep myself awake by like any means necessary. So what I ended up doing, gonna head out now, be nice chatting to you guys. Thank you for coming around, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Actually the very next year I won 8 roulettes in a row. Can't win twice. Can't get gifted twice. But yeah, so like I was trying to keep myself awake during this one session, and I started playing like old fucking Flash games. So like I played some like Happy Wheels, and then like I played Quop, and then Gerp as well. Gerp and Quop. I was trying to find Clop. I couldn't find like a good copy of like Clop around. Like the foddy.net website isn't really super stable, I guess. But yeah, I couldn't really find like Clop on the website. And like I did manage to get like pretty far in Quop. Hey, should I try and kill myself again? Magic says, ask your father. Okay, hold on, let me ask. He's like, yes, son, that is a responsible decision. Just put like fucking moustache on. Elijah J. Dad. I don't know why, I just decided to make noises now. Ooh! Wee! Yeah, what else? Hey, look, I actually got myself again. Hey! Oh god. I really want to do like some more fun like chat things, you know? I feel like I'd like 6. Can we get to 9? Can we get to 9? Cause what the fuck? Yeah! No! GG. Oh god, heartbreaking. His dad said do it. Oh god. But yeah, I would like to think of like more fun things for chat to do and stuff, right? Like, I'm trying to think of ways where I can keep making my streams a little bit more interactive, right? Because I think like I'm pretty good at like responding to chat messages, but I think it would be nice to have some more little things that, like, I don't know, like chat could like throw at me, or like, you know, give me or whatever, things like that. Like that, you know. I think maybe like some more throwables, that could be fun. Like, because I've got like my emotes, but I think it would be fun to make them like more different things, interesting things, you know? Don't know what. Like, what things could we throw at Elijah J. Dodger? I know it's like quite popular to do water bottle for like hydrate, so if you get hydrate, you get thrown a bottle. I know... Yeah, I know like, okay, Bacon has like quite a lot, right? So Bacon does, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like, I'd like more ways for, you know, chat to have silly little things that they can do and like that, yeah? Oh god. I mean, okay, today, honestly, this is the thing. I did think it would be a really funny stream idea, but it may also mean that the VOD gets muted. I might do it tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So basically my idea... Oh, pardon me. That wasn't my idea, that was a cough. My idea was there was a playlist I found full of old YouTube videos, and I was really considering just doing a stream just watching that entire playlist. Which stream? Yeah, so like a stream watching like old YouTube videos. That's it, that's the stream. And I was like, that does sound like a really fun idea. Only problem, it might get VOD plays. What's the playlist about? Literally playlists like old videos from YouTube from 2008 to like 2014. The vast majority is like Club Penguin hacks and like yeah, the only things is some of it might get VOD muted because it might have like Linkin Park. It might have like just old songs that can still get detected by copyright and stuff. I don't know because they're also like 240 fucking p. There was a speed run for getting banned and copying. Yeah, there were so many on that playlist. Like I've only watched like some of them. Oh, copyright issues. Yeah. Like because generally I try to stay pretty copyright free. I've only really had like a few experiences with like copyright issues. Like, because my only real ones was like once I used a playlist that said it was like copyright free spa music, it wasn't. And then the second time was when I was doing my karaoke. Admittedly, I knew it was gonna happen, that's why I did it unarchived anyway. 2 songs got VOD muted. 100% of people interviewed about Russian roulette said it was a safe game. Yeah. It's totally unbiased. Totally unbiased. Very, very factual. Very true. Oh man, I think I should play more Buckshot as well, maybe at some point. Like, I still want to go back to some of the story games that we've done, like Me-Side and Slay the Princess. I think like Me-Side, I don't know how many endings there are in Me-Side, because we got the main ending. We do still have the Stay With Mita ending to do. But like, if it's like not that much beyond it, then I'm like, I don't know. I'm still trying to 100% Buckshot. It's very difficult, but I'm an expert in shoot myself. Your training. This is your training area. Yeah, Slay the Princess I definitely want to get back to at some point. Because we got... I don't know what I would call that ending. But yeah. God of Nine, Okie dokie, it's all good. Yeah, I don't know what I would call, the ending we got in Slay the Princess, but I think that we could do better. Like, a better ending, you know? There are 2 achievements for winning 1 million double or nothing 2 separate times, so you need to win 18 rounds in a row and do that twice. Huh. Let's go gambling. I mean, like, I feel like my gacha luck is actually kinda good. I feel like I have like kinda insane gacha luck. You have the rerun tab, by the way. Rerun tab. Where's that? Rerun tab. Do I do Rerun tag. Oh! I didn't even realize that. How the hell did that happen? What? Why? I didn't add that. Who added that? What the fuck? Okay, I definitely didn't add that. What is that? I've never seen that. I can't get rid of it either. Like, I don't know why I can't get rid of that. I didn't add that. What? What the fuck? Huh? Oh, right. There we go. I don't know how I did that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how I did that. How the fuck did I do that? Elias J. Dodger is so smart. Figuring out new ways to rerun a live stream. Huh. Well, that's good to know, by the way. That's good to know that, like, that is a thing you can add. I just didn't know that you could even do that. Yeah, I guess it's good for, like, rebroadcasting, like, karaoke's and stuff, and then, like, I guess those, like, 24 hours and things. You can do rerun basically and recording your stream. Yeah. I'll give you a 5,000 down payment that I'll give you later. In real room tag was the friends we made along the way. Yeah, we learnt a lot in the journey of the rerun tag. So many interesting things were learned. So many fascinating things. What is the time? What is the time? What is the time? It's about 9:30. Oh, I need to do the remix. Bro, okay, right. I think I was like watching that playlist with Fella, right? At least part of it. Oh, fuck it. Do we just put on the playlist? We don't have to finish it today. But like, I don't know. I really fucking feel like watching that playlist. But it will also be like such a shit stream. Like, I don't know if it needs its own separate stream or if we just fucking go ahead and do it. Because it will be really funny. It will be really funny. How long is it? I'm actually curious how long the playlist is. It is... Okay, right. All YouTube videos. Okay, right. It is quite a... Oh, this video is playing. I didn't want this one to play. Stop! No! It is quite a long playlist. I don't think any of the videos are like taken down though. So like, actually no. No, yeah, no, all the videos are available on the playlist. It's just, it is long. So, should we do it? Poll in chat, should we just like, yeah, fuck it, let's make a poll. Poll. Okay, right. New poll. Should we watch old YouTube videos playlist now or tomorrow? Now, tomorrow. There we go. Alright. Okay, polls up. Make your decision. If we do it now, I don't know if we'll necessarily get through all of it, but we'll watch as much as we can until I'm like too sleepy to like stand. So yeah, we'll see. Give it a minute, and then we can set that up because I think it could be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, I have been mentioning, right? I do have an idea for a like large event that I would like to host. I've been thinking about certain things regarding it. It will take some setup. It will take some like asking some people of like, how do you do that sort of thing. Anything I need to prepare, yada yada yada. So now 100%. Okay then. The one vote has declared it thus. We're doing this. Alright, let me make sure that things are set up on my other screen. Oh good god, some of the look photos are still there. Why are my system sounds fucked up? I don't know why. It does this every stream. Why? Okay, this one. This one. And you go here. Do we want it full screen? I guess we could. Oh, well, if we do theatre. Theatre mode. There we go. Alrighty, okay. Yeah. Right, okay. We are... Okay, let me do ST. There we go. Okay. Very spontaneous, but I did have plans to do this anyway. We're gonna be we're doing some React Andy. Is React Andy a negative thing to say? I don't know. We're gonna be watching some old YouTube videos. Let me close some of my other tabs for now. Is everything all good? Everything's all good. Okay. So A blast from the past. Fucking. This one is Jeff Cladera, Club Penguin free membership, not hack. Let me change. Actually, first. Okay, let me go back first. Let me quickly change the stream title so we have that as like the thing that we're doing now. Because otherwise it still looks like we're just yapping, but we're actually like watching a thing. I'm back. Yeah, we're gonna be reacting to some fucking YouTube videos now. Right. Okay. Stream manager. Great playlist name though. Yeah. To the point. What's Club Penguin though? Legit. It's Club Penguin. Everyone knows Club Penguin. It's the game. Okay. Reacting to old YouTube videos playlist. Okay, right, there we go. Oh. Alright, yeah. Okay! Yeah! Spaghetti! Okay, I think there is probably a good point for now to leave it, because it's late on my end. We could probably keep going through at like another time, but I'm getting a bit tired now, and I actually, if I'm doing like the artist way shit, like the routines and stuff, I will have to be waking up very early, so... Oh, fucking... I'm an idiot. I forgot to make my bed. I forgot. Okay, right. In my defense, my cat was on it the entire fucking day, and she's a queen, and I'm not allowed to interrupt her. I could just be like, hey, girl, I need to, like, make my bed. Can you get off my bed? I didn't. Because she deserves the world, and I cannot encroach on her space. A little bit of history, a little bit of internet history, a little giggle, we be giggling, we be laughing. Alrighty. I might stream tomorrow, not sure yet. I might not, I might have some stuff to get on with. But if I don't, then I won't be able to stream on Thursday and Friday. So I will try to stream, maybe like a small drawing stream or something, not sure. But I'd like to do a stream. Alrighty, let's see who we can raid. Who's around? Who can we raid off to? Who's around? Who's around? I just make sounds. I just make noises. Lifetime worth of noise. So much noise. So much of it. Crazy. Alright, okay. Let's raid. Okay. Got a person to raid. Okay, also, if this VOD goes up and there is like a sudden like cut in time, it probably means that YouTube or like Twitch or something was really unkind to my VOD, and I'll probably cut it out because then I'm like, okay, like it's practically unplayable. It happens. It happens. Like, I'd like to try and avoid my channel being fucking like burnt into oblivion from like one stream, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alrighty then. Thank you for coming to the stream. I hope you enjoy Houdini's stream. We're gonna raid into Houdini. Thank you so much. This was quite therapeutic, quite fun, quite good. Yeah. Alrighty then. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. By the way, the new raid emotes, we have new raid emotes, you should probably use those, yeah. Okay, bye.